Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. Guys, I grabbed all the pumpkin beers out of the fridge, and this is the first one. I think I've got two more in there we're going to get to because I've already reviewed most of the pumpkin beers that are available and not impressed with a whole lot of that. If you like nutmeg and cinnamon and all that kind of crap, pumpkin beers may be for you. I haven't not found a whole lot of them that are super impressive. There are some out there, and thankfully they're seasonal and they're not shoving them down our throat all year long. I did think I have reviewed this beer before. I'm not sure what year that I've done. This is Avery Brewing's Pumpkin, P-U-M-P, and then K-Y-N. I don't think they're brewing this beer anymore from what I am hearing and seeing. This is the 2014 edition, and guys, it is a monster beer. Avery is known for producing these monster beers. This is a 17.22% alcohol by volume beer. Do you need a beer that big? Hell no, you don't. So it is what it is. I have no control over what they produce or what anybody produces. You don't need a 17% beer. I don't care what style it is. I mean, it's just alcohol on top of alcohol usually, guys. It's almost virtually impossible to hide that much alcohol. But these guys want to brew these monster beers, and a lot of breweries want to produce these monster beers, and I think it's excessive. Once you get above 12%, I mean, it's just, you can't hide that alcohol, and it's very, very boozy, and I'm not impressed with it usually. But it is what it is, guys. This was sent to me by my beer brother Rico, and I've had it for quite a while, guys. So I drug the last 3 pumpkin beers that I had cellaring in the closet and put them in the fridge. We're going to get them out of here and get rid of them. And since here it is, today is the 1st of November, it'd be a good time to do that. I'm gonna get these beers out of here in the next week or so. This particular one, the final beer of the evening, since it is such a monster beer, we will see how well this is cellared since 2014, and if I find it very, very tasty. I'm usually not impressed with pumpkin beer. If you want cinnamon, nutmeg, and all those kind of pumpkin pie spices, maybe pumpkin beers are for you. Like I said, I have reviewed many of them. And I've not been super impressed with a whole lot of them. And there are some that people really love. And I'm not going to go into detail. You know who you are and what you like. So, let's get on with this. Let's jump over. Beer Advocate clumps them all together. They don't differentiate between the years or the batches or whatever. But like I said, I don't think they're producing this beer anymore. And Untapped has the 2014 edition, which I have here listed. We don't have the IBUs. Their commercial script says, what's in the name? Sometimes the simplest can be the most descriptive, and in this case, derisive and divisive. After much internal debate ad nauseam, verb, K-Y-N, anyone, we decided a single letter change was the best way to embody the bourbon barrel aging that adds layers of complexity to an already exquisitely spiced pumpkin porter. This is a porter, first released in 2014. Pumpkin is the 3rd installment of an annual barrel series, which include Uncle Jacob Stout, Rumpkin, and Tweak Coffee Stout. And like I said, from what I'm reading, I don't think they're producing this beer anymore. So I don't know just what I am hearing and seeing. So with that being said, Monster Beer, 17.22% on a porter. Really? Seriously? And I don't know why they're not producing it anymore. Maybe they didn't sell it. It was just too big a beer. It didn't appeal to anybody. It's what it is, right? Oh. So, and I used to fuss and go crazy over this pole that Avery puts on it, which is tighter than Dick's hat band. I'm not doing that anymore, guys. It is what it is. We're just going to squeeze everything around the bottle here so none of that silly ass foil that they put on them gets into the glass. And we're going to pour this fairly aggressive. And it looked like it was a lot of brown muck coming out of the back end of that bottle. I don't see anything, not a whole lot, a little bit around the outside of the bottom of the bottle there, guys. Not much of a head. Very dark notes from that last couple of drops into the glass. Very murky. Very brownish, muddy river water looking beer. It's not an appealing looking beer. It is very dark and brown, murky. But it is what it is. These guys are known for producing these monster beers in a bunch of different styles. To the nose we go. A little bit of bourbon notes. Well, and I just poured it, and the more it sets in the glass, the more those notes are going to open up. Bourbon notes are there, no doubt. If you can still find one of these bottles sitting on the shelf, and if you like this style of beer, they've cellared it for you. It's not going to go bad. 17% is going to keep for 20 years or longer, guys. And being called a porter, they can call it a stout. It's not black, it's brown. I don't know. I just don't know. It's very brown and murky, guys. The notes of bourbon are there, maybe a little roasted malt. A little bit of alcohol. I mean, you can't hide 17.22% alcohol. It won't happen. It just will not happen. And I can smell it. And if I'd have had this beer 10 years ago, it would have just blown my palate out of my mouth. And I didn't go back and look at this particular beer, if I reviewed it, what years I reviewed it, or whatever, and what grade I gave it. I'm reviewing this beer right now because I've done so many. I mean, 3,600 beer reviews. I can't remember every one that I've done. It's just, I'm an old man. I'm sorry. I apologize. A little bit of nutmeg, and a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of allspice. But the bourbon notes are standing out more than anything else in the alcohol. Let's dive in. Cheers, Rico. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Wow. That is a big beer, guys. Wow. Way more calories than I want to intake it on one setting. It is a big, boozy beer, guys. Please, if you're drinking something like this, whether it's this beer or anything else of this magnitude, 17+ percentage, please have a designated driver or drink it at home. One beer, one of these beers is enough to get you a DUI. Trust me. You do not want to go through a damn DUI checkpoint, even if you've only had one of these beers. The booziness is off the chain, guys. It is not something pleasant to drink if you're not used to drinking beers of this magnitude or liquor. This is almost to the liquor category to me. So, it is what it is. I mean, it's a big beer. It's got the pumpkin in it, but the bourbon and which I like bourbon, but the booziness is just too much. It's just too much. I mean, and I know I'm gonna get people saying, "Oh my God, that's the best thing I ever tasted," but there's no reason to have a 17% pumpkin beer. They could have done a 12% and aged it in bourbon barrels, and it would have been just as tasty, if not tastier, in my humble, honest opinion. You just don't need a beer with that much alcohol in it. You just don't need it, and that's just because I'm an old man. I'm 62, almost 63 years old. You don't need that much alcohol in one beer. You just don't. I don't. But a lot of you young bucks may disagree with me, and I understand that. I want to get into Hammer Lane real quick, and this will do it. This will put you there. But if you're not used to drinking something of this magnitude, or liquor, or something with a lot more alcohol content, please have a designated driver. Don't drink this and think, "Oh, I'm macho man. I can still drive." You're stupid if you do. So, guys, I'm gonna sip on this, but it's not something that I would probably purchase myself now. I may have years ago, but I'm just not interested in buying or purchasing or drinking a beer of this magnitude. It's like a Dogfish 120. It's just excess over the top. It's just not what I'm looking for in a beer. So let me sip on it, and I'll come back and I'm gonna give it a grade. All right, guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while. A decent beer, but not outstanding or world class, or not even close to that. I mean, if you want to get into Hammer Lane real quick, this would have been a good one to pick up when it was available. I just think 17.2% ABV beers are excessive. You don't need that much alcohol. If you need that much alcohol, drink a mixed drink. Get you some bourbon or whatever you like to drink, and drink it at home. You do not want to drink something of this magnitude, or mixed drinks, and multiple mixed drinks, and try to drive somewhere. Those days are over, guys. A DUI is going to cost you $10,000 or more. You do not want to do that. Trust me, you do not want to do that. If you're going to drink mixed drinks or a beer of this magnitude, please have a designated driver. I can't emphasize that enough. One of these beers is enough to get a DUI in the state of Virginia if you go through a DUI checkpoint. One. Just one. But there's a lot of you young bucks that like to get into Hammer Lane quick, and this will get you there real quick. Just like mixed drinks will. I just don't want to see any innocent people get hurt, or children. How could you live with yourself if you know you killed a child or some woman or something like that, some innocent people, because you drove drunk? And I did it in my younger days, guys. I don't do it anymore. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So drink responsibly. That's enough of the public service announcement there, guys. Drink responsibly. We're going to leave it there. This is a decent beer for 17.22%. Very excessive in my opinion. You don't need a beer of that magnitude. Anything above 12% in my opinion, guys, is excessive. I would not buy this beer. I would not buy it. I would not. I'm not looking for a 17.2% beer. Because it's going to be boozy, and this one is. I don't care how long you cellar it, it's still going to be boozy. There are some roasted malt notes in this, and there are some cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice notes into it, but the booziness overpowers all of that. Once you get to that stage where the booziness is overpowering everything else, it's not a pleasant beer to drink. This one, for 17.22%, is a tasty beer. I'm not going to take that away from it. It is a tasty beer, but the alcohol is overpowering everything. if I'm drinking a pumpkin beer, I want to be able to taste that cinnamon and nutmeg and allspice and whatever pumpkin pie spices they're using, rather than just a bunch of alcohol and booziness. That's just my opinion, though, guys. That's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to fuss about it anymore. Final chug. It's still very, very boozy, guys. I mean, you can't hide 17% plus percent. Wow. Monster beer. Final chug. In my younger days, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a whole 4-pack, 6-pack. I'm gonna get as much as I can buy of this, because it's gonna get you drunk quick. It'll put you in the hammer lane very, very fast. But it is so boozy, and it's overpowering everything else in the beer at that much alcohol. It's just not pleasant to me now. But it's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, though, guys. So just drink responsibly. To me, guys, I'm gonna give it a 90. Just barely into the A- category. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 93. Not going there, but a lot of you cats may disagree with that. It is what it is. Not going to argue with you. If you want to drink something of this magnitude, have at it. Please have a designated driver if you do. And over to Untapped, they have 4.23. That's also borderline A- A scale. It is an A beer. For a 17 plus beer, it is made very well. I'm not going to take that away from Avery. It is well made, but it is a big monster beer. I would prefer a 12%er over this, and maybe get a little bit more of the pumpkin spices instead of a lot of booziness. So it's just my opinion, though, guys. Don't base what you're going to buy or what you're going to drink over what this old man is going to tell you, because your palates change and everything. 10 years ago, this may have blew my palate out of my mouth, but I may have been more impressed with it than I am now. I'm just not a big fan of these monster beers anymore. But it is what it is. So if you've had the 2014 Avery Pumpkin Beer Bourbon Barrel, and you can definitely tell it's got the bourbon alcohol notes to it. Let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.